Hey there, it's me, Alex William Smith, better known to many of you as Jonathan Royal of magicalguru.com and hypnosisweek.com. Just going to be a quick, short review of a podcast given recently by Howard Cooper and James Brown, the professional opportunist. And also tagged onto that is a review that I did a couple of years ago, but I'll add it here as well, of James Brown's excellent book, Professional Opportunist Wrongless Approach, POWA for short, Power Approach. The spoiler alert is the ultimate review of the book is go and buy it, and the ultimate review of the webinar replay, which is plugging a Playful Hypnosis 2-day training event that Howard Cooper and James Brown are running in London at the end of May 2022, is also, again, if it seems like the sort of thing for you, is that I would recommend it. James Brown is, for many reasons, an excellent hypnotic technician, as well as a wonderful magician, and I've had the pleasure of working with him on the same stage during the Southern England Magic Convention a number of years ago. I've seen him live, we've spoken in person, and as I illustrate from some comments he makes in the webinar that I mentioned for literary review, critical review and fair usage policies under copyright law, he distanced himself a long time ago from the dangerous, unethical, immoral and, illegal street hypnosis scene that was popular about 10 years or so ago amongst magicians. And in that regards, during this video, you'll also get a plug for my Blackpool event next year, which is taking place in February, on Thursday, the 16th of February 2023, in central Blackpool. 5 minutes walk from the Winter Gardens, from 2:30 p.m. in the afternoon till 6:30 p.m. going on for 7 o'clock in the evening. 4 hours intensive hands-on training in safe, legal, ethical, licensed where required and insured comedy stage hypnosis, street hypnotism, and combining suggestion and hypnotic techniques with magic and mentalism in a way that is safe, ethical, legal, lawful, licensed where required, insured, and above all else safe. Anyway, enjoy this, and then go watch the replay of James and Howard's webinar. It's at the link above or below this review video, and go and grab a copy of James's book, and also go and check out hypnosisblackpool.com. The clips you're about to see are taken for literary review purposes, under fair usage copyright laws, from the free webinar 3 honest reasons why therapists avoid playful hypnosis and why it's a big mistake to think it doesn't matter. It's free. All you need to do is go to this website link. I'll put the link below the video, but you can see it there. Okay, if you were to type it in, rcw.rapidchange.works/hypnosis secret webinar ? But I'll put the link above or below this video, and the clips you're seeing, upon which I comment, are for literary review purposes. But it is well worth watching. Some great insights from James Brown. To be clear, the free webinar is ultimately to get you interested enough to book on a forthcoming event, an event that is taking place on May the 28th and 29th 2022, and we're doing this video on the 22nd of April 2022, so it's in a little over a month's time in London. Playful hypnosis, confidence to play with phenomena, or I suppose it could be positioned as being ethical stage street hypnosis type techniques that can be used also by therapists and whatnot. It's worth having a look at, and James Brown is an excellent hypnotic technician. You can learn an awful lot from him. The link will be above or below this video, but there it is. It's rcw.rapidchange.works/playful hypnosis. That's with PLAYFULLHYPNOSIS. This is interesting.
So I organised the London hypnosis meetups, or at least I organised the first one, or I came up with the idea, and people got together and did it. And the first one The first one that attracted, I don't know, 40 people, something like that. It was quite a big number of people, all met in Covent Garden to have some fun for the day. I left after about an hour and a half, and I never ever went back to another one out of absolute disgust. And it was just watching how it was treated. There was no care. There was no interest in the person. It was vile. And the moment that I left was a moment where,
just vile. Aside from the fact that also based on video footage I've seen that were been shown of what occurred at those places, there was little, if any, practically no attention to health and safety, duty of care, or the laws, in fact, because it's breaking the law, the event, anyway, but that's by the by. So hats off and respect to James Brown for leaving that event and distancing himself from what was around a decade ago, a little bit further ago than that, was the so-called magicians and street hypnosis craze, where things were going on that were illegal, were dangerous, and, well, to use James's own word there, vile as well sometimes. Another relevant comment.
And the hypnotist in question stood there laughing, as did all of his mates and some of the crowd. And in this moment, I just thought, this is everything I hate about this. Right there, you've just, and again, the problem here is, I kind of like the analogy of...
He just related a story of a routine that someone had done on the street in Covent Garden, or in a bar in Covent Garden, which would be an unlicensed public performance. I know that because I ended up getting future Covent Garden events closed down, or at least sent more underground, and help break them up from happening, because basically they have no particular benefit to the industry, and in the way that James describes them, they actually got worse, if anything, than what James describes on this podcast, which is recommended you take a look at. And he distanced himself from them, and then he makes this comment.
A knife, a kitchen knife, or a fork, you can use it to eat, to feed people, to make food, to cut things up, to prepare things, or you can stab somebody. But the knife is never at fault. You are. Yeah? So we need to stop blaming hypnosis and phenomena and the ability to really connect with another human being and share profound experience. We need to disconnect that from bad behavior, from immoral acts.
Well, I kind of agree with that. Well, no, I fully agree with that, but I will mention this. Hypnosis is actually potentially dangerous. It can cause psychological harm when used in the Freudian slip there, when used in the incorrect manner, and also physical injury can occur if health and safety, duty of care laws and best practices are not followed, which are not taught on pretty much 99% recurring of stage and street hypnosis courses out there, except for the transparency template, which is the world's most comprehensive. So yeah, bad behaviour is the responsibility of the hypnotist. But the fact is, most bad behaviour disappears immediately when the 1952 Hypnotism Act, 1989 Government Guidelines, 1996 Home Office Review and updated model conditions, tied in with the Licensing Act 2003, and the best practices of duty of care and health and safety laws are all in place and abided by when in the United Kingdom, England and Wales, where those laws and regulations apply. Elsewhere in the world, well, quite simply, duty of care and health and safety laws apply in most places in the world, and there are other places other than just England where there are laws against doing entertainment, demonstrational hypnosis on the street or in licensed venues or out in public. There are other places where you need certain licenses or permissions in place, and you certainly need the correct insurance, and the fact is, normal magician's insurance does not generally cover for hypnotic phenomenon or the use of suggestion, even if it is just being combined with mentalism and magic, which is why I'm running the event in Blackpool before Blackpool Convention 2023, details of which links above or below this video, and you can go to hypnosisblackpool.com. Just go to Google and type in the transparency template selfie search, and your first result will be that. The transparency template revolutionary stage and treat hypnosis. You click on that, boom, you go over there, and this is the transparency template. It's the world's most comprehensive stage hypnosis, street hypnotism training package. Nobody can offer you anything as comprehensive as this. Certainly not when it comes to also knowing about insurance, safety, health and safety laws, duty of care laws, various laws and regulations relating to hypnosis, both in public venues, outside on the street, both in England and in different places in the world. And of course, learning inductions, deepeners, and everything you need to know. You'll never need anything else other than the transparency template, which you can get at that link. But if you want some personal training in stage hypnosis, street hypnotism, and combining hypnosis suggestion techniques with magic and mentalism, and also rapid therapeutic change techniques, then go to hypnosisblackpool.com and you will find details of a unique 4-hour workshop that I'm running in Blackpool just before the Blackpool Magic Convention 2023 on Thursday the 16th of February from 2:30 p.m. in the afternoon till 6:30. There's a video explaining what you'll learn, and it's just £47 United Kingdom sterling for a ticket. But everyone who books a ticket will also get access after the event to that's for booking the ticket. Anyone who comes will also get access to, I'm trying to find the link, you will get access to the Platinum Stage Hypnosis package that usually retails for $400, which is about nearly £300 sterling. You'll get that free when you've attended at the Blackpool event, and that's got dozens of different stage hypnosis, street hypnotism, magic and mentalism combined with hypnosis training products and courses. And all you need to do is go and secure your ticket for Thursday the 16th of February 2023 at hypnosisblackpool.com. Seating is strictly limited. Well, hello there, Facebook world. How are you doing? It's me, Alex William-Smith, better known to many of you as Jonathan Royle, hypnotist of magicalguru.com. I'm here just to give you my thoughts. I've just finished reading this book, The Professional Opportunist Wrongless Approach by James Brown, who also dubs himself the Professional Opportunist. He is a stage pickpocket, comedy stage hypnotist, and sleight of hand expert card magician, and blends elements of those in his live performances. But this book, let me tell you, yes, it does have sections in there. There's a great little section about hypnosis, and I have to say, although it's only a tiny weeny little chapter on hypnosis, it's one of the best. It's better than some books. It's one chapter on hypnosis, but it's actually better than some thick books. I kid you not. Because sadly, most people will probably miss how good that single chapter alone is, because they'll think, is it really? Can it be that simple? I'm just telling you from my best part of 30 years in the business that it's pretty much, James has pretty much summed up in a chapter. Yeah, in a chapter, and I find it hard to say it almost, but in a chapter is pretty much summed up the key things you need to know to do a comedy stage hypnosis show. Now, if you then realise that the rest of this book, okay, which is all about using what James has called the Professional Opportunist Wrongless Approach, which is, it's very similar to something I've been teaching for the past 30 years. Although obviously I didn't use the name Professional Opportunist Wrongless Approach. But the concept that if you can set up every situation in life so that it's not a case of you have an outcome where you've got what you wanted and won, or an outcome where you didn't get what you wanted and lost. So, you don't have a winner and a failure situation. You engineer everything so that you either got the ideal result you wanted, or you still got a good result that can be taken off in different directions, so that you're a winner every time, so to speak, and therefore you remove all stress, anxiety, worry, tension, fear, and all the negative states of mind, body, thoughts, and emotions, thus meaning you perform better. And that doesn't just mean as a stage performer, okay? Yes, James is a pickpocket. He is a magician. He is a hypnotist. He is an entertainer. But this is not just a book that's intended to be for entertainers, although entertainers will benefit immensely from the contents of this book. How to overcome stage fright, how to have total calmness and confidence on stage. One of the best books I've ever read in relation to that. That alone for performers, worth buying. If you do hypnosis or you're interested, the chapter on hypnosis alone is worth buying. Yes, as James says, you will ideally need further training and stuff. But I've got to say, it does give the main essence is there in that one chapter alone, as is the key thing of safety. Hooray! Finally, a bloody book, well, albeit it's one chapter on hypnosis, but an actual chapter, let alone a book, that actually stresses things should be done legally and safely. Hooray! Well done, tremendous. That's another bloody good reason why I'd recommend it. The rest of the book, though, the stuff in here, as I said, that's relevant to performance, whether you're a magician, a pickpocket, a hypnotist, doesn't matter if you're a trapeze actor, comedian, it doesn't matter. Performer can also mean public speaker. It could mean that you just have to deal with the public in your everyday, normal 9-to-5 job. The bulk of this book is written in a manner that's relevant to normal human beings, i.e. those of us who are not daft enough to be in the business we call show. And I still recommend the rest of the book as well. In a nutshell, I don't know how many different ways I can tell you to go to the link that's above the video or below the video and invest in a copy of this book. I promise you, if you've not already read it, that this is a book that you are going to benefit from in so many ways. Yes, there's very little in the way of new information or content. And I say that not as a negative, I say that as a warning to those who are going to get it, who might get it thinking that something brand new in it. There isn't. What there is, though, and this is the new, it's the way it's been blended together, the way it's been laid out. So it stacks up bit by bit and gives examples and stuff. Yes, you could go out and get, say, half a dozen other books and get everything that's in it. However, here's the thing. You'd have to get half a dozen books and it costs you a damn sight more. So wouldn't it just make more sense to go to the link above or below this video and get yourself a copy of the Professional Opportunist Wrongless approach? It's frankly one of the best books I have read in a hell of a long time, and I 100% unreservedly recommend it, whether you're a magician. Obviously, James Brown is a magician, so you'll see insights from a magical standpoint in it. Or you're a hypnotist. Again, James Brown's a hypnotist, and you'll get insights from that point of view, just as you will from his... I mean, his little bit on pickpocketing, okay? I've done pickpocketing myself in the past, briefly. And I mean as a stage act. Years ago, I did it in my working men's club comedy cabaret act. And I read Mark Raffles' big, massive book on pickpocketing and the VHS tape that was available from the House of Secrets in Blackpool at the time. Magicians will know what I'm on about. Don't worry, if you're not a magician, still buy the book, because it's loads of stuff. It'll help you with your relationships. It will help you, and I mean that on a dating level. It'll help you with your boss if you've got a normal 9-to-5 job. It'll help you in everyday life, socializing. There's tons of reasons why you should get this book. But back to pickpocketing for a second. I read the Mark Raffles book and the VHS tape that was available from the House of Secrets at the time. I had forgotten his first name, but Ravel, it's a French guy, Ravel's theatrical pickpocketing, the old Eddie Joseph book. Anyone who's seen it will know why I kind of laughed when I said that. And a whole bunch of other things beside, including Derek Lever's. I've said the name, Derek Lever's audio pickpocketing course that came with some diagrams. There was actually a good bit in there about having some combs and and on wallets in your own pocket that you're own, and just flashing them behind the person's head so the audience thought that you'd nicked them. And that actually worked really well. Still works well, and I use it as a gag now and again. But in terms of pickpocketing, I've got to say, I'd wish I'd had the couple of paragraphs that's in this book about pickpocketing 30 years ago when I started looking into it. Because I can honestly say, if I'd have had the couple of paragraphs in here, I'd have probably got more confidence far more rapidly than I did the approach, the route I went. By no means is this going to, well, I was about to say, by no means is this all you need in order to do pickpocketing. But here's the strange paradox. Deep down, I've got to admit that, yes, in truth, all you need is the few paragraphs of wisdom that James imparts in this book, and then balls of steel. But the balls of steel becomes slightly less of an issue when you've read the rest of the book, Professional Opportunist, Wrongless Approach, because that shows you how to approach things in a calm, relaxed manner where whatever the outcome, so even if you got caught taking somebody's wristwatch, you'd know how to react in a non-panicked, I've just been caught out fashion. I would still say probably go on one of James Brown's live pickpocketing courses, or get the Mark Raffles Legacy DVD, because I think that's got the original footage that I learned from through the House of Secrets, or ideally do both as well. But read this first. Whether it's magic, hypnosis, mentalism, pickpocketing, or everyday life, dating, dealing with your boss if you've got a normal 9-to-5 job, I'm going to sum up the rest of this just by saying, buy the book, buy it. It's not the biggest book on the planet, but that's good, because it's not filler. It's to the point. Get it. Yeah. Tell James Brown I sent you. It's worth its weight in gold, quite literally. Do it. Go to the link. The link's above or below. I'll be back in a few days' time when I will be reviewing a book by my friend Julian James called Confidence Explosion. But I will tell you in advance, just because I know James, Julian, doesn't mean it's automatically going to get a good review. I've not read it yet. I don't know. I know James Brown, but we've in the past agreed to disagree on certain things. But I can tell you without a doubt, get the book. All right? Bye for now. Have a great day. Bye. But if you want some personal training in stage hypnosis, street hypnotism, and combining hypnosis suggestion techniques with magic and mentalism, and also rapid therapeutic change techniques, then go to hypnosisblackpool.com and you will find details of a unique 4-hour workshop that I'm running in Blackpool just before the Blackpool Magic Convention 2023 on Thursday, the 16th of February from 2:30 p.m. in the afternoon till 6:30. There's a video explaining what you'll learn, and it's just £47 United Kingdom sterling for a ticket. But everyone who books a ticket will also get access after the event to that's for booking the tickets. Anyone who comes will also get access to, I'm trying to find the link, you will get access to the Platinum Stage Hypnosis package that usually retails for $400, which is about nearly £300 sterling. You'll get that free when you've attended at the Blackpool event, and that's got dozens of different stage hypnosis, street hypnotism, magic and mentalism combined with hypnosis training products and courses. And all you need to do is go and secure your ticket for Thursday the 16th of February 2023 at hypnosisblackpool.com. Seating is strictly limited. So there you have it. As I say, the short version of the review is in regards to the Professional Opportunist Wrongless Approach book. Go and buy it. The link is above or below this video. In terms of learning playful hypnosis with James Brown and Howard Cooper, I can certainly recommend James Brown personally. I've heard good things about Howard Cooper as well, but I've actually seen James at work and spoke to him at length, and can recommend that it would be useful both to entertainment hypnotists and therapists wanting to expand their toolkit. And in that regards, also go and check out the Transparency template and the Blackpool Hypnosis course at the links that are above or below this video. My name is Jonathan Royle, aka Alex William Smith. Hope you've enjoyed it. Bye for now.